Yo, what is up everyone? Welcome back to another Warzone video on the channel. Today we're looking at how you guys can make your PlayStation run much smoother and you overall just have more FPS in Warzone. Now guys, this is specifically for console. I can't really optimize it for PC because I don't actually play on PC. So yeah, this is all for console only or specifically PlayStation because I actually do not own a Xbox One. So with that being said, some of these tips you guys are going to be able to all do, and I'm gonna just go ahead and say this right now that everyone's PlayStation is different depending on how long you've had it. I've had my PlayStation for a very long time, guys. I've had my PlayStation for like over 6 years. So I've had it for a very long time. This thing is very old. I got this thing, I got the 2013 version of it. So like, no, I do not have a PlayStation Pro. No, I do not have a PlayStation 5. I definitely don't have a PS5. I'm too broke. I definitely do not have a PS4 Slim. This is the oldest version of the PlayStation 4. So if I can do it on this, then you guys can definitely do it on whatever version of the PlayStation you do have. So with that being said, I'm going to go and start off with some of the first tips, guys. We're going to go ahead and just, back out of Warzone. This is my screen, obviously, to show you guys I am playing on a PlayStation. But if you guys go over to settings, you can actually do some things here to actually increase your, FPS or your overall processing in Warzone or for any game, really. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and slide on down to storage in your settings, guys. To get the settings, all you got to do, go up to the settings part right there that shows the toolbox, and then you go down to storage. And you want to go over here, and this is actually one very important area that I actually experience much better frame rate or overall performance out of my PlayStation. Having a decent amount of storage space actually helps a lot. Having too much space or unorganized files can definitely cause a little bit of toll on your PlayStation, and you can definitely notice that in your game. So with that being said, obviously, like having multiple games is going to, put a little bit, it's going to wear down your PlayStation a little bit. The less games you have, the better it will perform. I'm not saying you're going to see a crazy amount of performance levels, but it will definitely help. As you guys can see, I have a couple of things: Apex, Destiny, Minecraft. I get the Minecraft. Y'all OGs know me. But yeah, we have a couple of things up here. I don't really have too much. A lot of people have like a ton of games, like 10, 20. Some people have like 30 games on the PlayStation with other hard drives, and that will slow down your PlayStation. So if you guys do want to make your PlayStation run faster, if you guys have any games that you don't play anymore, you can delete them. Just do not delete the actual files or the saved data. That will allow your game to, be saved if you guys do have a checkpoint that you don't want to lose. So I definitely recommend you guys, you guys play around with the storage system, free up some space. I have, like I said, I have the old version, so I only have 500 gigabytes. Some of you guys that have the Slim have 1,000 gigabytes, which is a terabyte. So if you guys, you guys are kind of lucky, you guys can play around a lot more with your space. All right, guys, so another tip you guys probably want to know, I should probably let you guys know, is just like a computer, just like any other computer, a PlayStation has a CPU and it has RAM. So pretty much if your RAM on your PlayStation is being used up a lot, the more things you have running in the background, the harder it's going to be for your PlayStation to, run things. So things like joining PlayStation parties or even having, what's it called? You guys have Spotify or other apps like that running in the background, it is going to put more of a toll on your PlayStation, just like anything else would. So as you guys already may know, Warzone is a very demanding game. A game like Apex or even Destiny, you probably could run things in the background pretty easily. But you guys already know Warzone is very demanding. It's a very big game, and honestly, Warzone in general just has very poor optimization for console. So therefore, that's why you feel like you're getting like 30 to 35 FPS in Verdansk. And guys, you guys are not alone. I also get that FPS in Verdansk. Guys, Verdansk is just unplayable. I don't know about you guys know, a lot of people still like the Verdansk. I love Verdansk too. A lot of you guys are wondering why I actually switched to Rebirth content. That is why. Verdansk is just insanely unplayable. I can't get the FPS enough to actually beat other players that are on PC. 80 FOV, 80 FOV and console disadvantages, that's okay. But when it comes to a frame rate of that number, it's just unplayable. So when it comes to Verdansk, I am afraid, guys, you guys will not actually be able to, do much about that on PlayStation. Hopefully in the future, when they add this new map and the new, season stuff, they actually come out with some better optimization for the new map. That way we're not playing on 20 FPS. But if you guys do want to have a 60 FPS feel on Rebirth Island, then these things will actually help because, Rebirth Island for me feels really smooth. And yeah, if Verdansk felt like Rebirth Island, I probably will be uploading Verdansk content as well. Now, this is going to require a little bit of assembly. You're going to have to actually hold down your PlayStation button for a little bit. So what you want to do is you want to turn your PlayStation off, and then you want to hold down the PlayStation button for 10 seconds, and it's going to put your PlayStation in safe mode. Once you put it in safe mode, listen to me clearly, because this can actually delete everything on your PlayStation and you will not be able to get it back. You want to rebuild your database, okay? I'm gonna show you guys all what I'm talking about right now, but you want to rebuild your database. do not initialize. Initialize will actually reset your entire PlayStation as if you were to factory reset a phone. You will not be able to save anything on there. So guys, don't do that. All right, guys. So once you have actually done all those parts, you will get a screen like this that says rebuilding your database. The time's gonna be different for everyone, depending on how long or how much of a mess you have with your PlayStation when it comes to files, which really isn't anyone's fault. It's the way that the PlayStation decides to distinguish or distribute the files. But once this is actually done, you actually should experience a huge boost in your system's performance and overall just frame rate. And this right here is going to help your loading times as well as just everything. It's just going to help everything, your game performance, how long it takes for your games to load. And guys, it's probably just going to help you guys out a lot. And here we are, guys, back in Warzone. Just like that, your Warzone should run a bit smoother, especially in the main screen. It should be easier to swap the guns and whatnot. And overall, the game should feel much smoother. If it doesn't, then there's chances are there could be some issues with your PlayStation within the hardware, meaning that your CPU is starting to get burnt out, or some sort of motherboard situations where, you could technically clean your PlayStation. That's going to help it be much quieter if your PlayStation does sound like it's trying to take off. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all you can do within your PlayStation settings to make your game look better. Now, if we go over here and look inside the general area, you can actually do a couple of things. I've heard of a tip that person actually said in one of my videos about how you can actually increase your, your FPS as well, which is actually adding motion blur or weapon motion blur. So actually, they say it's going to add more because your game's not processing as much because it's making it blurry. So if you guys do have motion blur on, that kind of will help. I guess if you guys are playing on like 20 FPS and you really need better optimization, then I guess you guys could do this. But personally, for me, I don't need it. I've been making videos for as long as I can remember, and I've never actually needed this feature on. If you guys really do need some FPS, maybe if you're playing Verdansk, okay, maybe Verdansk, you probably could turn this on. Yeah, that's pretty much that. I actually might make a video in the future of me just putting me just having motion blur on my weapons just for fun, and we'll see how it does. So yeah, that's pretty much that, guys. It's pretty much all the tips I have for you guys to make your PlayStation run smoother. Hopefully these tips helped. I don't know, guys. Like I said, everyone has a different PlayStation, so I can't speak for everyone, but I can definitely speak for myself and for those of you that have a regular 2013 PlayStation. But the sad truth is that PlayStation is just not as good as PC, and PC has much better optimization settings for the performance of the game than PlayStation or Xbox does. So there's nothing much you can do at the moment, but in the future, there's good news that they're going to have better optimization settings for console. So we actually have some hope in the future. With that being said, guys, that is all there is for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and post notifications. And as always, peace, love, and understanding always. I'll see you guys in the next one.